course, these people just don't stop feeding the damn machine, so enjoy this. I'm sure I'll be here longer than they are, so we'll have audio maybe shortly. Hello, Coke Pencil and Tom Riley. Welcome to Masons. Welcome to Masons. If that were only ball two. I don't hear any more music. We can have the microphone on for now.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're good. I wish I'd have got that one on tape.
It's
You
on.
knew what you had, the front, the back, and the corner.
It's on video. It's on live stream anyway. Anyway, it's time for El Stinko the bonus ball. Now that you can hear me, unless they put more music on that jukebox. Let's see what El Stinko gives us. El Stinko lives up to its name, but it's just a fill because the game's over, so El Stinko leave don't matter. That's a 5. All right, so the last game, we got a lovely 77. In this one, decent fill on the spare, and get 104. And getting 100 in Masons is an achievement in itself. Is it a crap game because a crap frame pretty much ruined it? And none of the bowling balls are coming back. Where are my balls? No bowling balls. The bowling balls are trapped. They're upset. The Mason's gods hate that I actually hit 100. So someone's gonna go in the back and release them. Until then, we're just gotta wait.
Seven.
Really? No one went and got them? Oh, now they finally get somebody to go back there. Very good. Good afternoon, Tom, and again, hello, Coke Pencil. Lovely name. Waiting to start game number 4, but only one bowling ball is here. Gotta love the older bowlmores. They tend to eat the bowling balls. And in this place, they actually tend to go where they're not supposed to. In most bowling alleys, there's one. In most bowling alleys, the back of the pin setter is back up against the wall. But, and there's the final one. I was wondering if they missed the 4th one. Here, apparently from what I was told, is there's a mechanic area behind all the pin setters. So sometimes, especially in the teens and early 20 lanes, the balls will jump over the pin setters and land in the mechanic area. And now that all the balls are back, let's start the fourth game. Start with a 10. That's the best start we've had so far. Entirely missed the object pin, but fortunately it did get along. Nine. Now that you can hear me, because no more copyright issues, high single 148 on the putts, low 44 done here. My high here, 125 when it was tough, 126 when, for the brief moment that everything was moving, that's when that happened. And a week 7. Kingpin remains for 9. Held on too long there for 7. Halftime report. 10, 9. Yuck. 9. Yuck. 42, so we're doing halfway decent. Apparently it is a thing someone mentioned, is when you throw a high game, the next game generally goes to hell, and that's for pretty much anybody. It's still decent. At least I got that much so far. Welcome to Masons. Wrong side, but it worked. 10. Pretty close to what I was aiming at. And there goes the game at 5. And here comes the great collapse yet again. 7. Well, if everything's going to go to hell, Bob Caleri needed to show up. That piece of wood probably isn't going to be very helpful. Screwed, but the 9 helps. I need 7 to make the minimal acceptable game. In the land of the candlepins, according to average scores of casual league bowlers from ICBA records, and I've seen it, so I know it's fact, anywhere from 80 to 100. So if we hit 80, good enough. The spare can make it even better than just barely acceptable. So we got another game that ends with El Stinko, the bonus ball. Epco Urethane Proline, the only thing professional you'll see on this channel. Let's see how this one ends. El Stinko lives up to its name with 3. Watching my average crumble as an easy house is with us no more. That's the palace. This spare and a lousy 3 fill, but we got an 86.
6. Well, got it.
3 of the 4 games are pretty good. So let's start game number 5. Got lucky with the second ball. We start with 8. If that were only ball 2, but we get 10. High-low jack yet again for 7. Perfect. Means it's time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be this time? Yeah, El Stinko is a week 4. Curse to the fill, because why not? It lobbed anyway. 7. Halftime report. 8, 10, 7, spare, only 7. First ball knocking down just 4 of them. 46, Curse of the Fill. Gotta remind myself, 46 is not bad because that is right in the middle of average skill. I bet a lot of people that were watching when we had to mute the audio because of the jukebox playing pretty much left. And no, that's the thing we have to do because they don't believe in figuring out fair use, you know. Perfect again. Once again, time for El Stinko the bonus ball. They haven't been very nice lately. I think it's time to stop giving them the love that I'm giving them. El Stinko does it again with 3. So close, but the kingpin remains for 9. And that's an 8. Two frames to get 4 for minimal accepted. Not bad as it looks. We got a V right there. We can hit that. Apparently it was too far to the left. Magnets held down the 9 pin, but we got 9. Crash and burn with Crash and burn. Spare. 9. First bowling, knocking down 3. 8, 9. Burn. Just kind of almost like the last one, except there was a spare, but still. 89. That's still not too bad, especially here. Game number 6. Alrighty, just to say, if there's blips in the internet and you're leaving comments and it happens during a blip, I won't be seeing them. I'm not intentionally ignoring people. I try to at least acknowledge anyone who shows up. They've been sparse because for the first 3 games, people were just keep selecting stuff off the music jukebox and we had to mute. Game 6. That's why we don't aim for the center. Managed to get a 10 with very helpful wood to get rid of that double peanut. 10 has been the best start. A couple of pins lost their magnets, so we got an 8. It is tough to get a 3-pin combination like that, and I actually got it. That's a 10. Another 10. Welcome to Masons. Little off. Second ball was a hair to the right, but did a decent job. We got 9. We got a spare. in the first half of the previous game. Nothing in this half, yet we have a higher score. Not by much, but 47. Unfortunately, nobody here working at Mason's today knows who I am, or so if something questionable happens, we cannot go down there and check it out ourselves. In other words, no field trips. If we got 3 10s in a row, that would be a microwave turkey dinner. But there was a 9 in the middle. Ride the lightning. Still got 8. Week 7. Two frames to get 8. Welcome to Mason's. The king remains for 9. Somehow got 8. Funny thing. Let's take a look. 10, 8, 7, 9, 8. Same score as the last game that had 2 marks. And there's none in this one. 89 without a mark. For me, that's pretty good. My best no-mark game is a 92. In 2019, someone bowled the perfect game without a mark, a 100. And unlike the other bowling, you just have to have all 10 pins down on every single frame to constitute a perfect game. And I know at least one of the two world record high scores, well, they're both held by one person. There's Ralph Semb, which first got the 245. And then Charles Sargent, or some would like to call him Chris, also got it later, tied it. Yeah, for some reason, I never remember Mr. Sargent's first name. I get it in my head and say something else. Game number 7. And another Mason's shot. I'm telling you, I'm flirting with that lob line. That's an 8. Yeah, I think the magnets are starting to fall out of the pins. You got any? I made up for it. I don't know why I give it the love, because I wind up getting screwed. But here's El Stinko, the bonus ball. Let's see what this one does. Yeah, I think they've gone Hollywood. El Stinko sucked with 1. It's actually aiming for the easy 8. Oh, we got 9. think the cone plate might be leaning slightly to the right. And we get 8. Halftime. Pair of 8s. And a spare. And a 9. But the first bowling up's down 1. And an 844, which ties the low. High 148 done at putts. High here when everything was cleaned up after the pandemic shut down. 126, 125 when everything is hard like it is now. So we tied the low. Devep, hello. Devep. I keep saying D, but it's da. And I say hello again. I did what you're not supposed to do. Go for it. Stink. And that's why you don't. That's a 5. Saved it with a 9. Niner. Two to get 13. Did not see the 9 pin there. There, that 10 really helps. I'm already calling this at least bare minimal acceptable because I just need 3. 3 times it helps even more. Watching my average plummet since the Palace went away. Putts is the only easy house on the circuit, unless I go elsewhere. But there aren't any close. There is another one now known as 204 Lanes, formerly Harvard, but that's a hard place. Won't be seeing me there much. Price is why. That 9, 9, 10, 9, 86. That doesn't mean there is not a future Watch Me Suck It bowling coming from the new Harvard lanes known as 204 Lanes. $35 an hour? Holy crap, though. Might just do Watch Me Suck and call it good, because I could play 12 games here full price for just the amount for Watch Me Suck there. Game number 8. And there's our friend Bob Caleri with absolutely no way, or should I say with absolutely no help to get rid of him. And we start with the worst start, A7. Wood giveth, the wood taketh away. Because a said wood can't say wish it was ball 2 moment. We got the 10. Niner. Perfect. Apparently they know when it's their turn as El Stinko. That's a 2-fill. Tried to sneak that one past them so that they don't go Hollywood, which they still did. Hello, Tom. Well, you can actually have heard me since 4.5 games ago when people stopped feeding the jukebox requests. Alrighty, so let's continue. Curse of the Fill. I went for the easy 2 and only got 1. Halftime. Not a lot of good here. Blah. Yay, yay, yay. Blah. With a blah fill. At least a 45, so we're right at the cusp of average skill. Right in the middle. Alrighty, let's continue. I know people have already said something, but I want to make it a habit, halftime and after each game, to check. Here comes the great collapse yet again. That's a 6. And we get it. Another 8. Saved it. Magnets in the 9-pin held, 8-pin held it down for the 8. All right, to squeak in, we need 5. Magnets. And it be 9. So only 2 games that weren't in the 80s. One that was a lot better and one that sucked. And that doesn't help. 8, 8, 8, 9, 84. You know what? I think it's time to clean the balls. I know people have told me I should clean them more often, but if I do and there's junk that came on them, then the towel gets more messy and then they become less effective to clean. Again, if I kept doing it, then I wouldn't suffer several games at a time. Alrighty. I think they have dried enough. Let's start game number 9. Start with 10, which is the best start we've had. Third best start you can have in Candlepin and even Duckpin, so nothing wrong with that. And there goes everything with 5. Riding the lightning was not good. Welcome to Masons, where that would have happened. But at least we got 8. We need marks. This game is already drawn. This game's junk, so let's go for broke. Not cutting it. I'm glad cleaning the bowling balls helped. Let's see. The 10, and that's pretty much it. That, and the 8's okay. 6, no. 8, yes. 37, that's going to be tough. Then again, there's that rare moment where I got a 32 here and then double striked and got, I think, $1.04 in the end. Not expected. Bowling God's middle finger for 9. That helps. Aiming for the other side of the pin, but it worked. Since it's quiet enough and they know when they're El Stinko or not, no need to hide it because they're just going to go Hollywood anyway. El Stinko. Let's see what this one doesn't do. It doesn't leave a good leave. El Stinko stinks with that lousy leave. The 5 feels okay. Of course, that just had to barely miss. Curse of the Phil at 7. Thought I got 9 on the second ball. Third gives us 10. Once again, I'm already writing this game off as acceptable because we only need 2. Barely behind the line. That time, it was smart to go for it because either one would have got you 2. And going for it could have gave us 10, but we got 8, and that's good enough. One game that sucked, one game that was really good, and everything else is 80s. Watching my average tank, like I said, only one easy house in the rotation now. Curse of the Fill there, 9, yeah, spare. Curse of the Fill, 7. First ball knocking out 5, 10 and an 8, 86. I know for a fact that Alley Chat is once again getting ready to shoot another edition of Candlepins for Cancer. So if you watch the other Candlepin bowling shows, well, that'll only be this, my pile of crap, and that pile of not crap. It's the only Candlepin you're going to see on YouTube outside of other people maybe doing stuff like this. Anyway, watch me suck at Candlepins for Cancer. Can't wait till the real shows show up again. Anyway, I thought I saw somebody say something. Yes, we did. Tom and DJ Lunchpad Games Music. Good speed right there on that ball 1. Imagine if I can actually throw the ball fast, but have control over it. Every now and then I can actually crack the 30-mile-an-hour barrier, and oddly enough, when I do that, the scores are usually higher. Game 10. There's the worst start in stink frame of the day, 3. Nine helps. Hooked at the last moment. Kingpin remains for 9. Cannot call that a Mason's moment. Nothing came close to that piece of wood. 10's really going to help out. Marks really can help out. Yeah, the fingers in the 7 hole aren't holding the pins too well. Casey McCool would pick on me and say, "Wood player, it's legal." Another 10. That being said, halftime report. Lovely start. And a 9. And a 9. And then a 10. And then a 10. Squeaking by with a 41 so far. I heard that some Candlepin pin setters require the bowler press a button in order to activate the pin setter. Kind of like this place and pretty much almost every other place. Yeah, this one you got to push a button. Putnam Street, you got to push a button. Harvard, I don't know. Rumor mill has it that you still got to push a button. Someone was saying that it was going to be automatic. Watch me suck at bowling from Sunnyside right now. That is automatic. There are automatic houses. So they do exist, but a lot of places do not like the automatic scoring because in Candlepins it's usually not reliable. And there's places where it actually works pretty well, like Leda Lanes. At Sunnyside it worked pretty good. I'm trying to remember. Bogey Lanes, it worked pretty good. I mean, every bowling, every now and then, it'll get it wrong. It'll count fouled pins. I mean, that's normal. Or if a pin falls too late, it won't count it. That's normal. But yeah, for the most part, they offer semi-automatic or paper and pencil scoring in Candlepin. And semi-automatic does not reset the thing. So you have to push a button. And in duck pin lanes, there's a separate foot pedal that does clearing the wood and resets the pins that haven't fallen yet. And apparently in some 10-pin places, they have 2 different reset buttons. That one resets the whole thing, second one just clears the wood and respots the pins that you haven't knocked down yet. With all that being said, and this phone not liking to play push a button and do something, let's continue. marginally. All right, there's a piece of wood in the middle. We like that, especially if we barely miss right.
And the Bruins, they were down 2-0.
Bertrand might be gone. I heard he's signing with the Canadians.
Stayed on for the 10. Another 8. Two to get 13.
Nice, bro. Good job. Oh my God.
That's gonna be me too, man. Don't worry.
Hey, Jake, it's not your turn, bro. Come on.
You just said it was. Oh. 1.
That was a beautiful shot. It's a 9. Again, I'm going to write this off as a good game. We need 4. I know we got a 3. We can always erase it if things go to hell. Magnets holding down that 10 pin for 8. Lovely start there, but second half, 8, 10, 8, 9, 8, 84. One sucky game, everything in the 80s except for one, which was actually pretty good. Game number 11. And because nobody knows me here at the front desk, I'm probably paying full price. What could have been a spare became a 10. I guess we're not going to get a mark for a start. All right, just to ruin it, so far we got a perfect game going. And in this game of Candlepin, a perfect game is when you get at least a 10 in every frame during a game. Minimum perfect game score is 100, all 10 frames being 10s. That was done in 2009, I forget who did it. And Carl Sargent, some people like to call him Chris, and Ralph Semb hold the world record at 245. One of those games was not a perfect game. I'm not sure about the second one. But the perfect game of 300 is not a thing. 245 is the world record. Best thing to do is what I did, the reverse triangle. Got it? That's an 8. Of course, that means the perfect game is gone. Usually it dies after the second frame. My quest that almost happened was a Brian's Bowl away. First 7 frames are 10 or better. 8 and 9 ruined it with a pair of 8s, and then a 10 and 10. Got 104 for that game. Middle finger remains for now. Welcome to Masons. And a 10. Haven't met or surpassed the low water mark in the first half in a while. Finally did. 10-10, perfect game go bye-bye. 8-9, 10. Still 47, not bad. Oh, we're starving for marks. Perfect. See, if there were a lot more bowlers like it is during the winter, there'd be enough noise that El Stinko wouldn't know when it's El Stinko. So either way, show it or not, it's going to go Hollywood. There it is. Let's see what it doesn't do for us. Leaves a craptacular leave, diamond right. The 6 feels good. got a niner.
Eight.
3 frames to get 8. Strength frame of 4, let's ruin it. Two frames to get 4. Why not a famous Mason screw job? Here comes the great collapse because 90s is not a thing we can do here. 3. Still calling it good because we need 1. The appropriate middle finger because 90s is too much to ask for. That's enough. Like I said, there was one game that sucked and one game that was a lot better. So there is a game that was higher than 80s. Spare, 9. First ball knocking down 6. That ruined it. The great collapse. Maybe it already ended. 88. The spare saved it from being anything. Yeah, I'm pressing buttons. Let's actually react to that. Pressing the button. Let's react. There we go. Last game. All right, I'm getting results from MGM Springfield. They have it 3-1 that it's going to end miserably. It's been a slightly subpar performance, but also decent performance. 2-1, it might be 80-89 because that's been pretty much how it went all day. 7-1, 90s. And then it jumps up to 37-2 for 100. And that's the odds. Let's see what happens.
I literally told you.
Start with 8. magnets. That went wrong, but a 9.
Three. Yes. Because this was
The middle finger for 9. And there it goes. That's a 7. And we're going to end with a whimper. That's a 5. Sorry. Well, we got 10 out of 12. 8, 9, 9. The great collapse happening again. 38. Let's just see how much further south this one goes. Game over. Tense help it with me marks. That killed the game. We need 9 minimum. Bowling balls aren't coming back.
You're changing the machine right there.
No, it doesn't take 10. Just use that. It'll get the 4. I already got changed.
But I did see I had 4. And we crash and burn like we always do. 6, 10, 10, and that's the only good thing there. Nothing good here at all. Just, well, the 2 10s. 75. So, of course, we crash and burn because that's the only way it would work. All 4 of them came back. 83, 77. The other crash and burn. Well, let's go this way. 75, 88, 84, 86, 84, 86, 89, 89, 86. And the other game that actually was not in the 80s,
That's the 2-5.
104. And everything dies. So they were a little overconfident at MGM.
Oh, look at that. I got 8.
The 3-1s get it. They usually end like crap, and that's what happened. And that's this. Less than spectacular, but at least 2 of the games were below par, and the rest were somewhat acceptable, except for that 104, which was the only really good one. 80s is okay, though. And that'll be it. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.